Can I throw you a
Yeah.
definition of God and see how you react to it?
Good luck.
Would you define, or what would you find issue with this if I defined God as a love supreme?
As a what? You cracked up.
Defining God as a love supreme, the most supreme love.
Is that God of Venus or what?
The connected and universal oneness of all things is connected through love, a higher level or higher order of love.
I would say, why not? But you
You're too
got to
easygoing.
understand that. No, not actually. Because as a spiritual being, he's everything. We as spiritual beings are everything. Do you understand that?
I think I do.
We have one spirit. Okay, so in the Indian world, in our mythology, we have the eagle on one side and the coyote on the other. And these are, the eagle is a bald eagle. He represents the water. The coyote represents land. The eagle in water is wet, and the coyote with land is dry. There are many other species, many others who come under these two. Golden eagle is with coyote. He's on the land. So, and then under them sits owl and bear. Owl is a spiritual being, and bear is spiritual, but a healer. So when we look at bear and woman, I'm a stone carver. I have carved a bear with a woman naked. Only the woman can ride the bear, because the bear and the woman are in charge of the home, they are in charge of love, and they are in charge of medicine. Those are the three things they are in charge of. So they are one and the same. So today you have cultures and you have religious groups who try to pit the man, as in charge of the home. But he's not. It's not his job. Yes, today we have men who stay home and the women go to work. Even if she's working, she's still in charge of the home. And even if he runs the home, she's still in charge of the home. That doesn't change. Love is still there, because that's what it takes. The medicine is still there. The bear is in charge of medicine because he's head of the forest. And that's where the medicine is at. So the owl over here, him being the spiritual being, my mother was an owl woman. And owls come to her and would tell her about when somebody's dying, and when somebody's sick, and when somebody died. Not the greatest thing that you want something to come to you, and many Indians don't like the owl. They don't want the owl because they know what the owl does. And so, doesn't matter. That's what's there. Doesn't matter, because those things, we are both, we are all. I am from the dry, I am from the wet. I am from the spiritual, I am from the love. And my spirit can go in any direction. I can be straight. I can be gay. I can be soft. I can be hard. Because I am everything. I am all things. There may be things that happen to, like a river that flows. It makes changes. Things can get in its way, and it may change its flow. It may change its direction of where it's going. Those things happen. But that's still flowing. And that's our spirit. We're given that spirit. It can be all things, because Creator is all things. And when you understand, even understand the Bible, understand the religious teachings, we say, as people, as Indians, that everything's our relative. We treat everything as our relative, because Creator gave all things life. He gave all things life. He gave rock life. Rock has life. Water has life. Tree has life. They all have a spirit. We have a spirit. Every animal, every ant, every spider, every bug, every bear, every deer, every lion, they all have a spirit given to them by Creator. So therefore, we're all related. If you treat everybody like that, then we're all in relationship to each other. If you don't, then you're separating yourself out, you know? Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the atheist that was out on the trail. You know? He doesn't believe in God. And then he runs across this grizzly bear. And he sees the grizzly bear and he says, "Oh my God. Oh God. You know, I've never believed in you, but I'll tell you what, if you make this bear a Christian, I'll forever believe in you." And so God listened to him. The bear got down on his knees, and the bear folded his hands, and the bear did a prayer. And he said, "It's a meal that I am about to partake." And the bear thanked God. God made him a Christian.
I like that a lot. Thank you. Thank you.
That's my answer to your question.
I love it. I'm going to be thinking about that until the next time we talk, because I'm going to rope you into this again. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. There's this author, and he has a speech that I bring up a lot. It's called "This Is Water," and there's a part in it that's similar to what you just said, and I think it speaks to a greater truth about our time. If I could help translate what you just said into our audience here. And so there's two people in a bar, and as he puts it, they're getting into that special intensity that comes with about the fourth beer. and the one guy's an atheist and the one's really religious. And the really religious guy says, I don't understand. How could you not believe? And the atheist guy says, I don't understand. How could you believe? And something happened, a few weeks back, and the atheist is talking, trying to prove his point. And he says he's out in the wilderness and it's cold, and they're, some remote town in Alaska, and he's lost. He doesn't know where he is. And he knows surely he's about to die. So he drops to his knees and he says, God, if there is a God, please save me and I'll believe you. And then the religious man interjects before the atheist can finish, and he says, well, you're here in front of me. Why aren't you believing? And the guy goes, come on, man. What are you talking about? It wasn't God that saved me. It was the two people that crossed my path. And the point of it that he makes, and I think it's great, is the same experience to two people can mean two wholly different things. To the religious man, it reaffirms his belief, and to the atheist, it reaffirms his. But the greater truth among both of those perspectives is that regardless of what you believe in, we all worship, and you just are either aware and you're active in that worshiping, or you're unaware and you're a slave to it, because both of them could be true. It could not have been God that time, as he so graciously had the bear genuflect before eating the person. It could have been just the fact that there was two hikers, but it also could have been God that sent those two hikers. And I think at our time, we can either choose to believe that we have a connectedness and a universal oneness in all of it, and we can choose to believe something as lofty as I subscribe to, is that it's all based on love, or we can continue going on in the pace that we're going, and we can speak to the people that are forebearers of our ancestors, such as yourself, or we can speak to people that are even just the greatest philosophers of our time, and we can know that we are living a hollower and less sanctimonious and fulfilling life than we have before. So what are we going to choose to believe?
Yeah, exactly.